Hello children, today we are going to start with the new lesson, that is understanding quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral is a polygon because it is made up of line segment, and every polygon is a curve. So let us learn what is curve and then polygon and then quadrilateral. Now what is a curve? Curve is a plane figure formed by joining a number of points without lifting pencil from the paper and without retracting any part of the drawing other than a single point is called a curve. Now when you don't lift a pencil while drawing any figure and the line is not crossed or retracted, so that figure is called as a curve. Now here I have shown some different types of curves. There are many others also. Even a straight line is also called as a curve. Open curve and closed curve are two types of curves now. A curve that does not cut or cross over are called open curves. So if the line is not touching each other, the end points, so it is called as open curve, and closed curve, that the curve that cuts itself is called as closed curve. Now what is a polygon? It is a simple closed figure formed by multiple line segments where no line segment intersect except their endpoints. Now you have learned different types of polygons. These are made up of line segments and they don't cross each other. Let us go to the next one. That is, polygons are formed by sides endpoints of called as curved vertices, and here a figure shown is a pentagon, five-sided figure, that is A, B, C, D, and the vertices are A, B, C, D and E. Any two sides with common endpoints are called as adjacent sides. So here A, B and B, C are adjacent side, B, C and C, D are adjacent side, C, D and D, E are adjacent side, and the line segment by joining vertices which are not adjacent are called diagonals. So if I joined E and C, so that will be a diagonal. If I join D and B, is a diagonal. So here EC, EB, DB are diagonals of the pentagon. Children, there are many types of polygons. So three-sided polygon is called as a triangle, four-sided are called as quadrilateral, five-sided are called as pentagon, six-sided are called as hectagon. Like that, many polygons are there. There are two different types of polygon, that is convex and concave. In convex polygon, all the internal angles are less than 180 degrees, and in concave at least one angle will be more than 180 degrees, and in convex all the vertices are pointing outwards and at least one vertex will be pointing outwards in the concave polygon. Let us go to exercise 4.1 children. There are some figures given in question first, and you have to classify them under the different categories, that is simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon and concave polygon. So whatever we have learned now, on that basis you can solve the first question. Now go to the second question. The question is, how many diagonals does each of the following have? Now the first is rectangle. So how many diagonals a rectangle will be having? That is 2. The next figure is given, that is regular hexagon. In regular hexagon you will get 9 diagonals in each of them. Next a triangle is given. So is there any diagonal in a triangle? No. So the number of diagonal is 0. Now let us go to the question number 3. The question is, what is the sum of the measure of angles of convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if quadrilateral is not convex? Now the quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. So it is 360 degrees, and the other question what is asked, that even if the quadrilateral is not convex, even this is happen. Yes, so in convex quadrilateral also the sum of the angles is 360 degrees. Now in the next question there are some figures given, 7-sided figure, And what you have to do? You have to tell me what is the degrees of the interior angles of that seven-sided figure. Now a polygon with seven-sided figure, you have to use a formula to find out the interior angle. The formula is side minus 2 into 180 degrees. So how many sides are there here? 7 sides. Minus 2 always you have to do into 180, that is 5 into 180 is 900. Fine. Now next question is you have to identify the different types of polygons. State the name of the regular polygon of three sides. So three-sided figure we call it as a triangle. Next, four-sided figure we call it as quadrilateral, and six-sided figure we call it as hexagon. Now let us go to the next question. Question number 6. You have to find out the angle x in those figures. Only I have picked few sums from that is B1. See the figure, you can see it's a quadrilateral and two angles are given, that is one is 60 degrees and one is 70 degrees, and one is given as x. You have to find out the value of x. Now you know children that all the quadrilaterals are 360 degrees. Now interior angle sum is 360. So let us take all the angles measurement. So one is 60, the other is 70, one is x, and the last one is it is given as right angle. So it is 90 degrees. When you solve this equation, you will get x value as 140 degrees. So angle x is 140. Fine. Let us go to the next one, that is C1. There the angle given is a pentagon. Can you see it? There are two angles given x, one is given 30, other two also you have to find out. So to solve the value of x, let us find out the base angle. So base angle 1 is given as 70, and angle y we have to find out, that is interior angle of that pentagon. So angle y plus 70 is equal to 180, because it is a linear pair angles on a one line. So angle y is equal to 180 minus 70, that is 110. So we got one angle. Let us find the other angle, that is z. Angle z plus 60 is 180 degrees, that is also a linear pair. So angle z is equal to 180 minus 60, that is 120. So now we got both the base angles, that is one is 110, the other is 120. One already we know, that is 30. Remaining two are x and x. Now it is a pentagon. We should know what is the interior angle sum. So using the formula which are used in the previous sum, we will find out what is the angle sum in the pentagon. So 5 minus 2 into 180 will get 540. So all the interior angle together it is 540. Now we know three of them, 110, 120, 30. Remaining two are equal, that is x and x. Solve the equation, you will get x value as 140. So the remaining two angles which are not given, those are 140, 140 each. Okay. Now let us go to the next question, children. That is question number 7. In 7 I have picked one. There are three angles. You have to find out x, y and z's value. Fine. Now let us go one by one. Can you see the figure, children? It's a triangle. One angle of that triangle is given, that is 30 degrees, and other angle is given, that is 90 degrees. You have to find out x and y. Those two are exterior angles of that triangle. Now let us find out the all three interior angles first. Now one angle is 90 degrees given, so the other angle is x. 90 and x is 180 degrees, that is a linear pair. So x value will be 90 degrees, that x value we got. Now z plus 30 is 180, so z is 150 degrees. Now we got two interior angles of that triangle, isn't it? Now using that angle sum property, we are going to find out the interior angle of the triangle, that is 30 plus 90 plus A is equal to 180 degrees. A value is 60. That is interior angle of that triangle. Now using A you can find out Y, because A and Y are linear pair. Now solve it now. Angle A plus angle Y is equal to 180 degrees. Angle A is 60, so Y's value will be 120. Now they have asked you to find out what is x plus y plus z. So 90 plus 120 plus 150, that is 360 degrees together. So all three exterior angles of that triangle together are 360. Hope you have understood this concept, children. Let us go to the next one. Let us go to exercise 4.2, children. Using the linear pair formula, we are going to solve the first question of this exercise. Now here you have to find out the value of x. Now see the figure, children. Here angle A, angle B and angle C you have to find out first. So you can find out value of x. Now let us go one by one. Angle 60 is given, and interior angle you have to find out, that is angle A. So angle A and angle 60 are in linear pair. So using that formula, angle A will be 120 degrees. Let us go to the next angle, that is 90 degrees, that is already given. After that, angle 70 and angle B are again 180 degrees, because they are also linear pair. So angle B is 110 degrees. Now one more angle is given, that is also right angle triangle. Now out of 5 angles of this polygon, we got 4. Using the pentagon formula, we will find out how many, what is the angle sum property of pentagon, and then we will find out angle C. So given figure is pentagon. Interior angle we have to find out using 5 minus 2 into 180 formula. You will get 540 degrees. So 540 is the interior angle sum of that pentagon. Now we know 4 of them. That is, one is 120, the other is 110, one is 90, another is 90, and the last one is angle C. Now find out the solution for that. So angle C is equal to 130 degrees. Now 160 is angle C. Angle C and angle X are again linear pair. So using linear pair again, you have to find out value of X. So angle X will be 180 minus 130, that is 50 degrees. Understood? Now let us go to the next question, that is question number 2. Now here the question is, find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon, that is 9-sided. So the figure given is 9-sided figure. You have to find out each of the exterior angle of that polygon. So for that, what you have to do, you have to divide 360 by 9. You will get 40 degrees. So each of the 9-sided figure will be 40 degree exterior angle. One more question is asked, that how many sides does a regular polygon have if the measure of that exterior angle is 24 degrees. Here also we have to divide 360 by 24. So you will find out. I have done the first 3 sums of that exercise. Remaining you can do on your own, children. After that, on page number 68, there is summary written. What have we discussed? Copy that also in your fair book after this exercise. After second exercise, you have to copy page number 68, what we have discussed. So it will help you in solving the next 2 exercises. Complete your work, children. Take care. Bye.